Plans to reinstate a ferry link between Scotland and mainland Europe have moved a step closer, with a solution to a key border control obstacle now in sight. The Danish operator DFDS is aiming to launch a service between Rosyth in Fife and Dunkirk in France as early as spring next year. It comes after a number of barriers to the plans, including the need for a border control post. Well, Vanessa Kennedy is by the Firth of Forth now. Vanessa, this could be transformative.
Yes, well, if these plans do go ahead, it would be the first time in more than 15 years that passengers are able to use the crossing between the Firth of Forth and mainland Europe. The proposed passenger and freight service would start just over the water at Rosyth and go to Dunkirk in France. And that's a link that would replace the previous service between Rosyth and Belgium, which stopped carrying passengers in 2010 and was fully terminated in 2018 after a fire on one of the vessels. Now, there are hopes that creating this link between Fife and France will mean that eventually almost 80,000 passengers could be transported, and there are hopes it could inject around £11.5 million into the Scottish economy every year.
First of all, you've got Scotland's newest city, the ancient capital of Scotland, and Dunfermline, just up the road. Tourists are really keen to come and see that, the resting place of Robert the Bruce. You've also got huge businesses in this area like Maui and Amazon who would look to use this port as well, who support having a ferry route back here. That makes this part of Scotland much more attractive to businesses as well as to tourist investors. That's all really good news for the local economy and for jobs and just for this area and for Scotland in general.
But Vanessa, there have been a number of barriers to these plans for a while now, haven't there?
Yeah, and that's mainly due to the issue of the need for a border control post. Now, earlier this year, there was a UK-EU deal, which means that eventually there won't be any need at all for border control posts. But at the moment, there needs to be a temporary arrangement if this is going to start before the new rules come in. So that's why the MP we heard from earlier, Graeme Downie, is suggesting that an interim solution could be using the border control post that's already at Grangemouth. So if this ferry route is to be reinstated, we could be seeing passengers use it as early as next spring.
Vanessa, thank you.